Okay, in this problem, the main things I want to get through are the first derivative and second derivative. And while I would love to get through all the rest of this, I don't know if I can in a 5-minute video. So we're going to see how far I can take this in the 5 minutes I have. So I have first derivative be bottom times the derivative of the top minus the top times the derivative of the bottom all over. Notice it's just a 1. I didn't even write it. Bottom squared. Well, in order to simplify this, I'm going to have to multiply. So I'll have to FOIL the first part. And I'm just writing everything. I'm not really stating it. Minus x squared plus 6x minus 12. Or minus negative 12, excuse me. All over the bottom squared. What that ends up giving me on the top then is, once I combine stuff, I have an x squared, I have negative 14x, and a positive 6x, so it's negative 8x, and a positive 12. On the bottom, I would have critical numbers of 4, and on the top, I will have to solve. So I'll go ahead and start my first derivative test line right here. On the top, I can factor into x minus 2, x minus 6. So that means when I set this equal to 0, my other two critical numbers will be 6 and 2. Testing the interval. So I'm going to test this. Let's put 0 in for this right here. I'd have 0, 0, positive. Okay, over a positive, everything's squared. It's going to be on the bottom positive, so it's just going to be positive. Let's see, 3 in there would give me 9, minus 24 plus 12. That would be a negative value. 5 would be 25 minus 40, which would be a negative 15. And then I'd have plus 12, which would be another negative. And you might be asking why that can happen. Remember, there's really an asymptote right here at 4, because that's what gives you undefined at the very beginning. So we might as well go ahead and write that while I'm thinking about it. So we have vertical asymptote, but x equals 4. Then we also have, when we plug in 7, we would end up with a positive value here. Let's go back to these asymptotes real quick, because this was the other part of this problem I want to talk about. There is a slant asymptote in this one because there's 1 degree higher on top than there is on the bottom. The way I would find that slant asymptote is by using long division. So I will divide these two out, and I'll get x. And then I left the other part off here. So minus 4x, subtract this part off, which gives me a negative 2x when I distribute that through. So I'm adding negative 6 minus negative 4 is negative 2. And then I would say that negative 2 goes in there. So I get a negative 2x plus an 8. It really doesn't even matter what I'm left with in my remainder. My my slant asymptote would be y equals this portion right here, x minus 2. Since I'm kind of going all over the place with this problem, I'm going to go ahead and put some of these things in here. I have a slant asymptote at x minus 2. So that means it has a y-intercept here, and that goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. So there's my slant asymptote. My vertical asymptote is over here at 4, right here. And then I'm going to run out of space here as well as time on this problem. What I'll probably end up doing here is erasing this part, going back to it because I didn't leave enough space on the right-hand side, and finishing this in the next video.